Okay, let's look at another type of inheritance pattern here. And so, same type of deal. We got two different flowers, red flower and a white flower. And so, once again, with complete dominance, if the red was dominant and the white was recessive, then you would expect to see all red offspring. And then we just talked about incomplete dominance. So, if you crossed a red and a white flower, then you would get somewhere in between a pink flower. And there is also a third possibility. And so I cross a red flower and a white flower, and we get a mixture of red and white. There's no pink there, just some spots are white, some spots are red. And so this is called codominance. And you see it mostly in plants, but there are some animals that you will see this in. But there's some cool you get some cool outcomes here with the different flowers. Some have individual petals that are white and some are red, and then some just have dots, like polka dots. And then this flower down here, you get half pink, half yellow. And so kind of a cool variation on this inheritance pattern. And so the good thing about this one here, here's an animal. We got just like the other one had chickens. This one also has a codominant inheritance pattern. So a pure breeding white chicken crosses with a pure breeding black chicken, and you get chicken that has some parts white and some parts black. And so I want to talk about another one here. We see it in cows, we see it in horses as well. And so if you cross a red cow with a white cow, then you get a cow that has a mixture of red and white, which is called roan. And so we're going to show you one example with codominance using cows here. And so once again, there's only a limited number of options of outcomes here, and so we'll go ahead and show you the outcome. We'll go ahead and show you the heterozygous outcome. So if we have, let's say, a roan cow crossed with another roan cow, then you fill in your Punnett square, and you get all three options here. And so if we go ahead and do our genotypic ratio, it's going to follow that same pattern that we talked about with incomplete dominance. You go ahead and count up how many you have. One of those, two of those, and one of those. Same thing goes for the phenotypic ratio, where you go ahead and look at how many are red. Well, there's only one. How many are roan? We have two. And how many are white? Well, we have only a single. So once again, just like incomplete dominance, codominance, the genotypic and phenotypic ratios are identical. And so, but the outcome is different, and so that phenotype will look different than the phenotype with incomplete dominance. So once again, I have a little bit of practice for you to do on Canvas. Once you're finished with that, we can go ahead and move on.